Hello friends! I got a lot of questions about how I created this magical, whimsical fairy forest in my daughter's bedroom. Specifically, how do you build a tree? So here's a little step-by-step tutorial on exactly what I did. The entire tree trunk and all of the branches are made from paper. This is contractor's paper. Butcher paper works as well. And you're going to cut it to size and then crumple it up. The crumpling gives it the wood effect, makes it look like wood. Then you're going to take it and you're going to twist it. Tighter at the top, make it real tight at the top where you're going to have the tip of your tree at the very tippy top, and then you're going to do it looser as you make your way down towards the bottom of the trunk. I used masking tape in certain areas where the paper ripped to help secure it up so I didn't have to start over. We're doing a smaller version of the bigger tree that I showed. So at this point, you would make another one of these. You would make two of these, and then you would tape them together at the top with the masking tape, and then you would twist them around each other so that they look like the tree. But since we're only going to do a smaller one for the other side, we're going to only do one. All right, now it's time to secure the tree trunk to the wall. For this, I used a staple gun. Push pins would also work, or maybe some double-sided tape, but it has to be something strong like alien tape. I think that would work well. This is what it'll look like. Now we move on to the branches, and this is the same exact process, but just smaller pieces. You're going to cut all different sizes, scrunch them all up to give them the wood effect, and then start twisting. Same thing, tight at the tip, looser at the base. You're going to twist, 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 and in the end, it should look like this. When you're attaching the branches, you want to kind of curve them and twist them around in different directions. That gives them a whimsical effect. Also, this is how you do it. You have to untwist them, staple it in the middle, and then twist it back up. Otherwise, the staple will not go through the branch. The next step is adding the foliage. I got all of this ivy. A lot came in the package off of Amazon for super cheap. And I did not secure this to the wall at all. All I did was weave it through every single branch. It's not hard. It's just time consuming. Here's an example of how I did it. It does pull out some of the staples, and in that case, have the staple gun nearby so you can restaple it to the wall. Now we move on to the flowers. I got 3 packages of these wisteria branches in 3 different colors off of Amazon. Attaching them wasn't hard. It was just, again, time consuming. They have these long stems, so you're just going to stick them in there. In some cases, I did have to secure them to the wall. In other cases, I was able to put them through because you don't want the stem to stick out the back and then show like that. You want to make sure you hide that part. Once I got all the flowers in place, it was time to add the lights. I got these fairy twinkling lights off of Amazon. You want the kind that have the really dainty wire, not the kind that would go on a Christmas tree so that you can't really see the wire. I also prefer plug-in to battery packs because I don't like having to replace batteries. The placement of the lights is super sporadic and random, and that is on purpose because I was really going for a firefly effect. I wanted it to look like a bunch of glitter bugs flying around in the tree. So some of the lights are wrapped around the branches, some of the lights are wrapped around the flowers, and some just sort of float in between. And in the end, I had this amazing result with a big full tree that looked super realistic. The flowers were all hanging down at different lengths, and you can see the lights are glittering like little bugs. And from this vantage point, this is what it looks like when you lie down on the bed and look straight up. And I wanted to show this because if you want this dripping down effect of the flowers, you have to get enough vines on the ceiling. That is the key. So I did this big main tree, and then on the other side, I did a smaller version of the same thing. That is the trunk I was working on in the beginning of the video, and I will be adding lights to this eventually, just haven't gotten there yet. And I had some extra supplies, so I did one more over her desk in the other corner. And in the end, we were left with a whimsical, magical fairy forest, which is exactly what we were going for, so I couldn't be happier. And honestly, quite frankly, a little bit jealous because she now has the coolest room in this house. All right, I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks so much for watching.